It, 11:50 p.m. The hand reaches out to touch the water, but I am unable to decide where submersion begins and the hand ends. It tries touching the water from various angles and intensity, moving the eyes from left to right, blinking and staring, but I cannot tell how it is a separate object from the liquid. Clutched in the other hand is rope. The knot squeezes tightly around the index finger, and rubbing it makes for easier breathing. He tried to snatch it from me once, and I held it so tight and screamed so loud that he sharp-shocked fell backwards with dilated eyes and walked away. With knees deep and the soil crumbling, I slipped toward the edge of the lake. I clutch the rope that has been with me for 52 full moons and lean in to see the reflection of the light and stars in the folds of vibrating water. The water and the grass touch each other, and there is a perfect barrier, sort of a liquid boundary that separates one from the other. Long hair joins them in the game of mingling elements. The smell of the cold, wet grass and the mossy water is so empowering and familiar. Its face makes a motion that Mother used to call that weird little smile. With the safety of rope, the hand reaches a little further to disturb a piece of garbage stuck to a reed. Snap! Swoosh! In one long moment, everything breaks apart as the rope snaps and the body crashes into the water. Adrenaline spikes rapidly out through skin, shooting up the neck and out the top of the head, leaving a bitter aftertaste in the mouth. The eyes close tight and grasps out for rope. The edge is mixed with coarse grass that it can clutch and pull to bring the body back to the surface. Feet on the ground, I twirl the body around and around to search. I rub finger to finger and don't feel its familiar rough surface. I run towards the woods where we played earlier to see if it could be beside the tree. A rage rises up and I rip and tear at the ground, beating it with rapid fist pumps. Digging a hole, I place the face into the earth and breathe in and spit out. Then the mouth hits a root and I can hear whispering and vibrations consume the body. The breath slows and I pull the face up to look at the skyline and the trees. They are talking to each other, searching underneath and above for branches. The sound from the root was determined and persistent as they passed energy and sustenance from beneath to each other. A twig snapped 6 feet away. A woman is standing staring at me. She has small, thick hands that reach towards me. I scream at her. She is running away. A man fades into the woods in opposite direction of the woman. She is going towards the hill. My scream reverberates through the forest and amplifies the sounds of everything around me. The volume is too loud and it cannot breathe. The earth rises and vibrates. A man taller than the trees steps out of a tree and reaches his hand towards me. His movements make the sounds of branches in a storm, but are gentle and slow. It stands up and accepts the gesture of invitation.